What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Be Honest with Yourself. It's a hard thing in society nowadays that, people aren't honest with themselves. And I think that's difficult because we all want to overrate what we are. We all see ourselves the way our parents see us. As this high. First and foremost, we all see ourselves as attractive. We all see ourselves as, super attractive. More attractive. I'm not going to say we all. That's wrong. The people who have confidence see themselves as more attractive than they are. Confidence is a good thing. But be honest with yourself. If you consider yourself a 10, a 9, a 8, find a 10, a 9, a 8, that looks like you. To see if you actually a 10, a 9, or an 8. And see, this is where we don't want to associate truth with ourselves. Because a lot of times, I look like Denzel Washington if you squint your eyes real hard. You're not a 10. You're not a 9. You're not an 8. 765 432 maybe. But until you find somebody of your likeness in that upper echelon of people, don't put yourself in there. Be honest with yourself. I'm going to tell you why. Because when you're honest about where you stand, you're honest about the improvements that you need to make to get where you want to be. That's what this is about. If you're average in some things, be honest with yourself. Okay, I'm average. And be honest with yourself on this aspect. Be honest to say that, you really want to know the truth through other people's eyes. Can you take that constructive criticism? Or because people could tell you what you need to do to improve yourself, but that doesn't mean you'll take that advice. But also, their advice, though it might be right, it might not be in your personality to do it that way. So even if they give you good advice that just doesn't really resonate with the type of person you are, figure out a way to make that improvement in the way that is the type of person that you are. But you got to be honest with yourself to even show that you need improvement. Be honest with yourself about your mental state. And what I mean by that is be honest with yourself be aware. I should say that. Be honest about being aware how you are and how you affect other people on a regular basis. Are you a blessing to be around? Or are you a bastard to be around? That's the question. Be honest with yourself. Because a lot of us are not really honest because we're looking at, I don't care how anybody views me. I get it. But there is a point where you need to care about how you come off to people who you might want to get to know. And it's not even for them, it's for yourself, because you don't want to go around and just be that person. That's like, you're going to have some bad moments, but those bad moments can't be your norm. That'll be a one-off. They was tripping that night, but that's not usually who they are. Like, okay, I got a one-off, no problem. So that's the thing. Like, it's okay to be good, to be aware of how you come off if you're in a good way and in a bad way. Because be honest with yourself. Where you at and where you trying to go. Be honest with yourself about your issues. See, a lot of us aren't honest with ourselves about our issues that we have, and sometimes how we respond because of those issues. Be honest and say, look, I got trust issues from X, Y, Z. So there's certain things that I don't trust, or there's certain red flags that make me not trust. But also be honest with yourself to say, I might be using my trust issue. I'm using a trust issue as an excuse because I really don't want to be bothered with people. So, this is just fake news. I got trust issues. No, really, I just don't like people. So I'm gonna say I got trust issues. That's the thing. Be honest with yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna say one thing and do another. And what I mean by that is, you say you got trust issues and somebody is working with you to help because they care about you, but you keep fighting them. And to a point where they say, you know what, I'm not messing with you no more. I'm done. Because obviously you are more committed to your trust issues than fixing your trust issues. But you don't want to tell them, I just don't like people. And then you mess around and be like, but I miss them. Wow, they're not coming back? It's just, I treated them like trash because I was playing games, but just try a little harder, I swear, next time. No. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your weaknesses, your strengths. I take that back. Be honest with the things that you're strong in. And what I mean by that is, maximize the things you're strong in. But be honest with yourself to say, am I leaning too heavily on my strengths? And some people are like, what do you mean by that? I mean, if you're good at something and you're great at something, you're going to continue to do it. But don't get so deep in it with your strength that you can't build in other areas of your life. Because you'll be surprised where some extraordinary people where they make mistakes at. Because they don't have, they're weak in other areas that you would feel are common sense. So you could be a genius in some area and be a moron in another area that can affect your genius, or that can affect the fruits of you being a genius. That's what I meant to say. So be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know your strengths, you're going to know your weaknesses, and you're going to know what you need to brush up on. Be honest with yourself about your wants and needs. You can't just go around saying, I want certain things, and you're not truthful about the things you want. It's just not going to work. Because if you're not honest about the things you want, then your approach to it is going to be wrong. And if you're not honest about the things you need, closed mouth don't get fed either way. But, if you're not honest with yourself about this is what I really need, because if you send somebody on a wild goose chase because you're not telling them the truth, and then you get mad that they're trying to figure you out, but you're not adult enough to say, this is what I want, this is what I need in my life, and this is what I want in my life. Instead of having a situation where you want them to do, to figure you out as a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue. At the end of the day, you got to be honest with yourself. And if you're not honest with yourself, you're going to be on the short end of the stick. Because if you're not real with you and you can't be honest with you, how can you expect the world to be real that you live in? Because you've lied to yourself initially. So everybody is just playing into your lie that you created. So I'm done with this one. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace. Catch you on the next one.